Hi, I'm Cheryl Ann from Cherry Lane's Cupcakes, and today I'm going to show you how to bake Choconananutter protein bombers. These are chocolate plus banana plus peanut butter protein cupcakes that doesn't use any butter, flour or sugar, but instead uses things like protein powder, egg whites and oats. So not only is it low in calories and really high in protein, it's actually really good for you. Each cupcake has approximately 19.6 grams of protein, which is a lot, so they're actually really good for you as a post-workout, a hearty breakfast, or if you're just looking to shed a few kilos with a healthier alternative to sugar-heavy cupcakes. These cupcakes are really soft and moist, and the sweetness from the banana really helps to complement the richness of the peanut butter and the chocolate flavor. Just a side note though, you really can't expect it to taste or feel like regular cake because, let's face it, this is the healthier alternative. However, they still are really tasty, and this was as close as I could get it to resemble regular cake, although it's a little bit grainy from the oats, but I still think it worked out really well. Anyways, enough talking, let's get straight into it. You'll need 1 rounded scoop of chocolate protein powder. I recommend just buying what you need of a friend who already has protein powder, because it can be quite expensive if you went out to buy a whole tub. Here I'm using Gold Standard 100% whey in the flavor Double Rich Chocolate. You will also need 2/3 of a cup plus 1 tablespoon of oat flour, half a cup of mashed overripe bananas, which is approximately 1 medium-sized banana, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of Greek yogurt, half a cup of milk. You can use almond milk, soy milk, or even skim milk if you prefer, 3 large egg whites, and finally, just 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. To make the oat flour, throw 3½ handfuls of rolled oats into your food processor and pulse that for about 3 to 5 minutes. And if you don't have a food processor, you can try to find quick oats at your local grocery store. However, I only spent $15 to buy this one. It's a mini one that I got from Kmart, so you really don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a heavy-duty one if you're not going to use it often. Anyway, so you just keep on pulsing it until you achieve fine crumbs of oats. So now you just empty its contents into a bowl, and using a 1/3 cup measuring cup, scoop a heap of the oat flour and shake it gently to level it off until you get 2/3 cups and 1 tablespoon of oat flour. Set that aside, and now you're ready to just separate the eggs. So that's the first egg, so you just split it into half and toss the yolk back and forth between the shells and let the egg whites fall into the bowl below. And that's the same for the second egg, and the third egg, and my yolk accidentally fell in. So here's a fun little trick you can use to separate your egg yolks from your egg whites. All you need is an empty plastic water bottle, and you just squeeze that firmly and place the mouthpiece over the yolk such that it is touching it, and gradually release as the air pressure sucks in the yolk, leaving the egg whites behind, and voila! Problem solved! So now you just pour your egg whites into a large bowl, and using a hand whisk, or you could use an electric mixer, but I'm just using a hand whisk, and just keep beating your eggs to loosen it up until it forms soft peaks. Soft peaks look something like this, really white and foamy, and when you lift your whisk out of your mixture, it does not fall flat back down. Now in a separate bowl, sift together all your dry ingredients of your cocoa powder, baking soda, protein powder, and your processed oats. This is just to try to break up any of the large balls of the cocoa powder inside, and as you can see, the oats couldn't really sift through, so now you just pour it into your bowl and just keep on mixing it until all your dry ingredients are evenly mixed throughout. So now you just pour your dry ingredients into your beaten egg whites and mix that until everything is thoroughly incorporated and looks something like this. To that, just add in your Greek yogurt, milk, and vanilla extract and just keep on mixing that until everything looks smooth. And although the batter for these cupcakes are really liquidy, don't worry about it because they will bake up and rise in the oven. Now just roughly mash up your banana with a fork, and then just add that to your mixture, give it a rough mix through, and you're done with the batter. So now just use some cooking spray to generously grease your cupcake liners, ensuring that you get the sides as well as the bottom before you start filling your cups up. The reason why you want to do so is because of the fact that these cupcakes don't even use any butter or oils, making it really hard to remove the cupcake papers if you don't grease them up first. So now just fill your cups up till about 3/4 of the way full, and during this time, make sure your oven is preheated to 175 degrees Celsius, and you want to bake that at 175 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes and then bring it down to 160 degrees Celsius for about 4 to 5 minutes. You'll know that your cupcakes are completely done when you stick a toothpick into it and it comes out clean. So now just remove your cupcakes and place them on a wire rack, and it should be just as simple to separate your cupcake liners from your cupcakes. Set that aside to cool, and now you're ready to go on to make your frosting. So for your frosting, you'll need approximately 2 heaped tablespoons of natural peanut butter, which is approximately 58 grams that I use. Pop that into your mixing bowl along with half a cup of Greek yogurt. Give that a quick mix until there are no more streaks of peanut butter inside. And then to that, add in 2 heaped scoops of chocolate protein powder. Whisk that together until everything is thoroughly incorporated. And then now, to that, add in 1 tablespoon of milk. You can use any kind of milk really, you can use soy, almond milk. This is just to get the consistency right. Keep on mixing that until everything is really smooth with no more clumps of the protein powder inside. And now you're ready to just drown your protein cupcakes in some delicious chocolate and peanut butter protein glazed frosting. And obviously, as you can tell, these cupcakes are gonna be a little bit messy to eat, but trust me, they are so worth it. Like, my friends actually made the comment, they could not believe how delicious they were for how healthy they actually are, and how they're actually beneficial to your health. However, do note that each of these cupcakes are approximately 158 calories, so if you're really counting calories, maybe you could exclude the frosting, and that would add up to only about 74.5 calories and 8.5 grams of protein, which is still a lot, but I really recommend just having it all with the frosting. I mean, it's actually good for you, so just try it like that first, and if you decide next time you don't want the frosting, you can just leave that out. These cupcakes are best enjoyed within the first 2 days of baking it, and something really cool happens to the glazed frosting as you store it either in your fridge or just on your counter. It kind of hardens up, creating like a shell. So after 1 day, it's less messy to enjoy. That's personally my favorite time to enjoy it, rather than immediately right after I pour my frosting over it. And on the 3rd day, it's completely hardened. I personally find by then the cupcakes already taste quite stale, so I wouldn't recommend giving it to anyone after the 3rd day. Anyway, definitely give this recipe a try and let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. And if you have any questions, the best and quickest way to contact me and get a reply is by Facebook messaging me on my page. However, if you think it's quite a generic question, just leave it in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer it when I do see it. And also because maybe someone else could answer it for me if I accidentally missed it out. Anyways, I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Cheryl Ann from Cherry Lane's Cupcakes.